I'm so glad and grateful that Kelly saw something in me, that she felt enough to turn around. I couldn't be more excited to learn from someone who's been in the same position as me. I couldn't be more excited to sing with her, laugh with her, joke with her. I feel like we're basically the same person.
I know.
I was kind of hoping and praying that I would have an option between Kelly and Alicia, and I told myself walking out on the stage that I would really try to be present in the moment and feel which direction I would go. And little did I know, I had no idea that there was only one spot available.
I was just going to ask that. So you didn't know that you were literally fighting for the last place, like, available.
No. And they don't tell you that on purpose. And I'm glad they don't, because I feel like, you know, that could have messed with my head. I was already nervous, okay? Singing on that stage in front of that caliber of group is no joke. And some of the most experienced, well-versed, seasoned singers have been on that stage nervous as heck. It's just a different kind of beast. So I already was nervous. I feel like if they would have told me there was only one spot available, it would have gotten in my head. So I'm glad I didn't know that. And I had no idea that was the only option I had.
Oh my gosh, and it was the one that you wanted. That's kind of a blessing.
It is.
Amazing.
God works in mysterious ways, and I think he lined me up and he aligned me up exactly where I needed to be.
So then what was happening when you were singing? Like, was anything going through your head? What was going on there? Oh
my gosh. I am the queen of internal dialogue. I feel like I was having this, like, master conversation with myself, and you'd think I'd be so, like, focused on the song and the notes and the technicality and performing. Just to be totally honest, like, I'm in some sort of, like, another planet or another bubble when I'm performing, and I was having all this internal dialogue. About midway through the song, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to be that girl on television who doesn't get a chair turn. And nobody had turned. And like I said, I had no idea that there was only one possible chair turn. So I'm thinking, all four of us turn around, and they're going to turn around in the first 10 seconds of my song, and I'm about to nail this. So when nobody turned, I was like having this internal conversation like, oh my gosh, you're going to be that girl on television that doesn't get a chair turn. You're about to be so embarrassed. Everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh. And so I remember thinking, and I can't remember exactly what moment, but it was the build-up moment of my song. And if you've listened to the record and saw the audition, you know exactly the moment I'm talking about. The song kind of nice and sweet and pretty, and then all of a sudden the drums start going, and it's like build-up. And I remember thinking in my head, okay, girl, you got about 20 seconds left. Give it all you got. And even if they don't turn a chair, like, you'll know that you left your entire heart on the stage. Which is exactly what I did.
That's great.
I pushed, and I just said, you know what? I don't want any regrets in this.
Yeah, so then about that song, I wanted to ask, why did you choose Ed Sheeran's Shape of You? It's a good song.
I chose the song for a couple of reasons. If you've been following my journey at all for any length of time, you know that I am a huge proponent of body positivity and healthy self-image, and I feel like that song really matches well with that. You know, for obvious reasons, the song talks about the shape of you, and it's literal in the original song, but in my mind, it was really a metaphor about being in love with who you are and the shape of you, the individuality of you, the shape of who you are, whoever that is. And at that moment, it was me. So I also chose that song because I'm a huge fan of Ed Sheeran, and just being totally honest, I really wanted to take something that in its original form was popular, a pop song, and put a twist on it and put soul into it. And so that's exactly what I did with the song.
Yeah, it was definitely different than Ed Sheeran's version, which really paid off because, I mean, Kelly Clarkson really liked that.
Yeah, it seemed like she was really vibing when I watched the show. Of course, in it, recording it, I didn't get to see her face, but watching it on the show, it was awesome to really see her, like, vibing at different moments and which parts she was intrigued by. And I'm very proud of that arrangement. Me and a good friend of mine who's also on the show, Terrence Cunningham, you'll remember his audition. He sang My Girl, and when we were about to record the blind auditions in preparation for that, he really helped me plot that arrangement out and really helped me kind of formulate the musicality of it, so that I would have moments, and then taking that arrangement that we set as a foundation and taking that to the band, the MD Paul Merkovich, who is incredible. What an honor to work with him. I mean, he's toured with everybody, all of your favorite artists. Paul Merkovich has done arrangements and touring with. So when we took that foundation to the band, they just made it incredible. My references were Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight, those drums, those tom drums, and just having some big, powerful moment. I wanted, for me, when I hit the stage, I don't just want to get up there and like look pretty and sing a cute song and all of that. I want to make people feel something, and I believe that that is what moves people, and that's the heart and soul of what music is for me. So I want to make sure that that's translated in every piece of my artistry. So that's what the song was for me.
That's great.
I'm very proud of it.
Did you see your audition before? Like, did you get to see your audition before the viewing of your audition? No, so you didn't know. Oh gosh, so it was news to you.
Everybody just the same way. So I was at home getting ready for my viewing party, and I was like literally doing my hair and makeup, actually right here. And I was watching the East Coast airing on my iPad, and I was totally by myself, and I wanted to watch it by myself first so that I could get all the. As an artist, we're so sensitive and we critique everything. I wanted to get all of that out the way so that when I watched it with all of my friends and like family and everybody, that I could just have a good time and enjoy it. I'm very happy with the way that they edited my story. I'm very happy with the way that they portrayed me. It was really a positive experience. In January of 2009, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And going through that process and going through treatment, it was about March, April, when I was in remission and they couldn't find any more cancer cells, and I was good to go as far as the doctors were concerned. It was a very quick process for me. I was very, very lucky. And then fast forward to June, I landed in the hospital for 3 weeks, and that's when they diagnosed me with sarcoidosis, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So it's an autoimmune disorder, and it affects primarily the lungs. However, it translates in different people in different ways and in different symptoms. For me, it translates a lot to inflammation in my joints. It does make it more difficult sometimes for me to breathe the way that I should. I run out of breath a little quicker, and my immune system doesn't fight as well as the average. So, to be honest, I never really accepted that diagnosis, because if you Google it and you read stories about it, it really puts a death sentence on the time that you have on the earth. And I just don't accept that. I feel like I have such a bigger, greater purpose, and I don't believe that God would ever put a time stamp on how long He wants me to be here. However, at the same time, for me, the way that I've kind of operated since being told that is it's better for me to stay on the healthy side. If I can avoid getting sick, then that's better for me. Once I get a cold or something like that, I can get really sick really quick because my immune system is just not, what it should be. So I really focus on prevention and staying healthy. I try to get up and work out. I've lost about 70 pounds in the last year or so. I used to be pretty big, and I'm still a big girl, and I'm healthy, and I'm happy about that, but I have about 40 more pounds I want to lose. But for me, it's just about staying on the healthy side of everything. So